Hi everyone, let's get started on our video on the thymus. So, what is the thymus? The thymus is one of our primary immune system organs. And what's the other one? Yes, the bone marrow. And just remember that the T cells differentiate and mature in the thymus because they both start with T. And the B cells mature in the bone marrow because they start with B. As you can see in this image, the thymus is located in the anterior superior mediastinum. And again, it's the site of T cell differentiation and maturation. It is also an encapsulated organ, as you can see in this image. Where is the thymus derived from embryologically? Well, the epithelium of the thymus is derived from the third pharyngeal pouch, which is from the endoderm. Can you name any other structures derived from the endoderm? I hope you can name a few things on this list. The thymic lymphocytes, on the other hand, are mesodermal in origin. I'll spare you from recalling other structures derived from the mesoderm and from the pharyngeal pouches, but it's a good time to review your embryology. Exam writers love making questions that are multidisciplinary. So, like the lymph node, the thymus also consists of a cortex and a medulla. The cortex houses immature T cells, while the medulla contains mature T cells, so mature in the medulla. As you can see in this histological image, the cortex is much denser, and the medulla looks paler, so that's a way to differentiate the sections. So also in the medulla, there's Hassel corpuscles. There are these whorled calcifications, which you can see in the second image, and those are unique to the thymus and contain epithelial reticular cells. Here in this chest x-ray, we see a normal neonatal thymus. Newborn babies need all the immunological help they can get, since they're still developing. The buzzword is sail sign, or that there's a sail shape on the chest x-ray. Honestly, to me, it looks like there's a bird sitting on the diaphragm, and the little sail looks more like a bird's beak, but maybe the achalasia buzzword makers took bird's beak first. So normally the thymus, it involutes with age. But what happens if we see a baby with an absent thymic shadow or a hypoplastic thymus? Well, if that's the case, we should highly suspect an immunodeficiency, especially if the baby keeps suffering from infections. Consider severe combined immunodeficiency or SCID and DeGeorge syndrome. There can also be a neoplasm of the thymus, and in that case, we call it a thymoma. Thymomas are often associated with myasthenia gravis, superior vena cava syndrome, pure red cell aplasia, and Good syndrome. In this first image, we see a classic case of superior vena cava syndrome, when something is obstructing the SVC and blood is having difficulty draining from the head. So it typically presents with facial plethora. That's why there's blanching after fingertip pressure. In this other image, you can see the mediastinal mass. Again, normally the thymus involutes with age, but if you see a well-defined, lobulated tissue density, and especially in a patient with myasthenia gravis, then you should suspect a thymoma. And just in case you're wondering, Good syndrome is a very rare combined B and T cell immunodeficiency in adults. And Dr. Robert Good made the association of immunodeficiency and thymoma in the 1950s. All right, that's it. Thanks for joining me. Please just give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and it will give you the opportunity to submit a comment.